Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to another Disco Elysium stream extravaganza. What's going on, Rav? See, Granddaddy got first tonight. Where was Rav? Why didn't he get first? All right, let's. Oh, you didn't want to redeem it. Okay, you're just being nice. Okay, let's get in there. Boop. And boop. I really like this touch portal. Pretty great, powerful app for like $15. What's going on? Yeah, so we got a new thing. Purple, okay. We have a new redeem, as you both know, because you're like the only ones I told besides Sarandon. It's called Cat or No Cat. It's a timed camera. The cat cam will come on for 30 seconds and then turn off. And maybe there's a cat, maybe there's two, maybe there's none. Nobody knows until you actually redeem it. And if there's a cat, maybe I'll be nice and I'll put it on full screen. Wish you had come up with that idea. Yeah. Hey, can't all be on top of it, you know. I'm the professional streamer here, so it's kind of like I wake up and I just have all these ideas, and you know, I can't wait to start implementing them. You know, like minutes before stream sometimes. That usually works out well. That's when I usually break everything. I'm like, why didn't I just wait until the weekend? You know? No, let's try it right before stream. Yeah. All right. I don't know if I should put that somewhere. I could put like there's a new redeem in the title. New cat cam redeem exclamation. Update that title. There. New cat cam redeem. All right. Let's continue this game. I believe we left off. We actually made progress. Yeah. Oh, that's good. You can pin it. Good job. That's why you're the mod. I don't even know how to do that. I think I can hide it for myself, but that's about it. So we made progress. When I last played Disco Elysium last year, we died about 100 hours into the game. I was like 104 hours. It's the most you can do. I don't doubt that. Wait, is this on? Don't expect anything else. Yeah, I died 104 hours into the game for the first time. And we finally got to that turning point last night after I restarted from my last save. And I kept thinking, okay, this is progress now, right? This is progress. And it wasn't. And I was like, oh, wait, no, I do remember this. And I finally got to those two dialogue choices. It was like Theo and Angus. And I was like, oh, yes, this is it. Theo shot me and we tried to dodge and we didn't have the stats for it. So I went with Angus and ended up using, I had 3 skill points saved up and I put them all into rhetoric and we ended up winning Titus over. And now he's He's spilling his beans. I think now we're back up, about to talk to what's her name? Katya. Yeah, it's something with a K and a J and some A's. Let's get started. And we're gonna be doing Darkest Dungeon after this. It's all captured and ready to go. We might have to do some audio tweaking. When I started it up, it was really loud. I have it down to like 25%. And it's a pretty decent volume on the meter, so we'll just have to play with balance of sound effects and music and narration voice and stuff like that. But yeah. And I really don't know anything about it. It's going to be a pretty blind playthrough. Kind of like this. I think I saw... bad news. She's already in bed. She got up really early this morning and she's already in bed. I'm not getting popcorn tonight. Unless I make it. And I'm not going to have time to do that. When I'm done here. So, yeah. We just need to make like a giant... We need to do it like movie theater style and just make a giant garbage bag full. So that we have it on hand. It really doesn't last around here. Everybody eats popcorn. I like flavored popcorn, but not like... I don't mean like caramel corn. I do like that, but like seasonings like Old Bay or garlic and dill or, you know, something like that. Caramel. Yeah. I don't call it caramel corn. No one does. All right, let's, I guess, start this conversation. First of all, let me take a peek here. Yeah, we put 3 points into rhetoric. Yes, it's spelled caramel, but nobody says caramel corn. Just doesn't happen. Where am I weak? Suggestion is only a 2. Everything else is 3 or above. It's pretty good. Reminds you of that one Shack commercial. Not ringing a... I don't know. What Shack commercial? All right, and what do we have to do? Get the whole story from Titus. Oh, we have to confront Klasya. We have to confront her. And then at 2200, is it actually 21? Do we have enough time for this? We have to get to the old fish market somehow. We've got to find that. These are not timed, so these can just be done. We still don't have any info on this armor. That's really annoying. All right, so let's talk to her. All right, here we go.
It's always good to see you.
Oh, yeah? She cracks a weary smile, leaning back against the railing.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
Yeah, our volition is still 8%. That is not going to change. Where is that? Yeah, it's at a 3. And we can only take it up to a 5. I don't have any... Do I have anything maxed out? Empathy and authority. The only way I could boost those is if with clothing, you know, something like that. Okay. The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
She puts her coffee mug on the table. Interesting.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
Rave? That has never been a command. I'm not sure how that would really be different from like RGB. I don't want just like random sounds and lights going off for no reason, you know? Yellow, green. There's random, and I thought about, there used to be a command called hex, and you could put in like a hex value for a color. But, you know, the way these lights are, it doesn't really come through very true. So I kind of disabled that early on. We do have random. I don't know if yellow is even... yeah, it is yellow here. It just, you know, yellow, green don't really come through on this camera. Let's see. Just like that, no resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight. Kind of looked like orange a bit. Well, we do have orange too. You don't look surprised. You were expecting this. Let's see. You sent us on a runaround. You lied to us, miss. Chill. I'm the cool cop, remember? Well, I'll just go with 1 because she set her coffee cup down. She already knows. We know. She always has her coffee.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two.
Hey, X. Thanks for the
Then
lurk.
move on to questions.
Going to tell people you got bubble guts? I don't even know what that means. Yeah.
Is it? Something is off here.
We got some volition.
Shush, I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
Wow. Everyone's coming out. We got volition, rhetoric, and physical instrument.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
I don't think so. Couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. I'm not getting... I don't know. I'm not getting the law from that. There's some kind of Judge Dredd quote that comes to mind that I can't quite remember. Does he say that he is the law? Is that Titus? Titus is Judge Dredd. Hardy Boys are not the... like, that's too obvious. Like, she knows. I don't think number one is gonna... doesn't really go with how I feel about this. She knows where the law, and that would just be stupid to say to her. It's not a good enough reason. Yeah, let's go with 2.
You're right. There's more.
Yeah. I think we can press her a little bit now. Not too much, but maybe. Everybody knows now that we know. Hardy's and her. I'm hoping she comes clean about the other girl. Because Titus basically said he's not going to budge on that. Rav, were you eating like pure sugar before stream? I don't know if that'll work. It should. You ate chicken? Why didn't Lumia work? That should bring up the menu. Did it bring up the menu for you on your side? It just doesn't show up in my chat. Because the chatbot is working. You're just the mod. But you did exclamation Lumia. Did you get the menu for the commands?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension,
No.
the moral intern.
Huh. I don't know why. Yeah. I tested it. Maybe it's just late. Your answer to the coalition government and by extension, the moral intern. She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again.
Stream is always some gameplay and troubleshooting. I don't know why. It looks like Kim is like standing inside of my arm. And it looks like my left foot is like all twisted, but it's actually Kim's left foot. Where is my foot? Oh, I think it's like behind his because he likes me. Maybe.
A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, wine dark in the evening light.
Hey, Brahms. Thanks for the lurk. I know you can't hear me, but Rav will tell you for me, I'm sure. Let's see. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and reminder. What lies beyond it?
The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern? What's the RCM's involvement with the moral intern got to do with this? Let's see. The RCM isn't the lapdog of the moral intern. You don't have to worry. This is one of those times when I don't really know what's happening. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on right now. who am I talking? Am I talking? I'm not talking to her. She says she reaches for a new cigarette. You answer to the coalition government and by extension, the moral intern. I don't know what that is. Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern? I guess we'll do that.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What did you do? Hey, Stacy. Stacy's here. That's all I got. Sorry. How are you, Stacy? What's going on? Just chilling, playing some Disco Elysium. What's going on? What did you do? Rav, what did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
Just business, huh? Stacy, you doing some more farming? I know you've been doing that farm simulator.
What happens if they do?
Yeah. You know, my daughter has been playing Stardew Valley a lot. Again, she goes through phases. She has her own game, and then my wife has another game. And I think my daughter might have a second game started, but she goes into my wife's game and plays it because she's a lot farther ahead. And she goes in and she renames her animals. I think one of the chickens' name is like Poo Poo or something like that. I don't remember all the animals' names. I think there's a cow named Dad or something like that. Didn't she kill her chicken? No, I don't think she killed any. She builds mazes with fences. Like the gardens become a maze, and then like animals get stuck, and it's impossible to take care of the garden because you have to go through like a bunch of gates. It's kind of like Pac-Man. Forgot to feed one. I don't think they die, but yeah, she doesn't really feed them all the time, and then they're not happy. But she just likes to name them silly things. Granddaddy probably fell asleep. I don't know. She was falling asleep out on the love seat, and she was like, I was going to have tea. I'm like, you can't even stay awake as it is because she got up so early, so that's why I didn't get popcorn tonight. But yeah, she likes to rename the animals silly stuff. It's one of her specialties. You could be better. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my daughter is still dealing with a fever and stuffiness, so yeah, I know. Well, I'm happy that you're here at least. Maybe I can take your mind off of whatever's bothering you, but yeah, it happens. What happens if they do? You got the stuffiness? Yep. That's what we're dealing with. Stuffiness and low grade fever. Nothing like super high, but bad enough that gave her some medicine for it.
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill.
I'll redeem it because it's free for me, just to show you guys what the new redeem is. So I've got a new redeem called Cat or No Cat. It's got a picture of Doodle on it. And what it is it shows the cat cam for 30 seconds. It's kind of a gamble. Is there a cat in the bed? Don't know. But you don't get your points back if there isn't. And if there is a cat, maybe I can go full screen with it. But let's see what happens. Ad? Oh, there's no cat anyway. That's all right. There's only a minute cooldown on it. These ads are so dumb. They pretty much ruined Twitch. I think most streamers would probably agree that they would turn them off if they could. It just makes things annoying. I have no idea what that noise was. Let's see. They will kill me. All right.
Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
What did you do to have these people after you? What happened here the night he died? Why did you call the cops if you're hiding? When was the window changed? Point to it. All right, we'll just go down the list.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol. Or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers. 2 decades worth of accounting.
Back. Okay. Well, there is no cat, so didn't miss anything. No Charlie, no Mingus. Charlie's laying on the floor. I don't know where Mingus is. She's usually in the right side bed. But yeah, we've got the minute cooldown on it so that we can't accidentally redeem like 2 in a row.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's-Duin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou-Scop conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
He's gonna want everything.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou-Scop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
You're so exhausted. Did you have an early day, or is it just like feeling sick and having to take care of the little one? I know that's, combining all that stuff together, I definitely understand the exhaustion. Something woke me up before my alarm today. Not a lot earlier than my alarm, but enough that I fell back asleep and then it went off. And I've been just off all day because of it. Like, I feel tired and I don't honestly know why. But I feel like that kind of stuff just throws me off balance for the whole day. Papa Lalo, what? Let's see. You lost your bestie today? Pretty personal. You didn't think Stacy would say it? Papa Lalo. Yeah, I've been there. I know what you mean. I've been there. I think I'm going to have to ban Rav from Coffee Command. I can do that, you know. He's feeling frisky tonight for some reason. I don't know what's gotten into him. Just to cheer up Stacy. All you have to do is post your emote. You know the one. That's the one. Just hover over that for a couple seconds. That'll take your mind off of anything. Stares into your soul. You don't know if it still gets the same reaction. Well, it does from me. Couldn't have planned that, you know? It's just one of those. No, it's not that. It's just like, it's just this perfect, natural emotion captured on digital film. You know, you can't fake that. That's real fake terror, you know? What about your twerking position? I'm not familiar with that one. Papa Lalo. Sure, there are people who have gotten... You're right, this is bad. You've destroyed what people have built. I think she'll appreciate number 4. Oh, that you were twerking on a monster?
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting...
She shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
I thought you already posted those pictures. How did I think, didn't I see them in Brahm's Discord originally? Where was that? It wasn't in mine. It was in mine? Really? I thought it was in Brahm's.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
Look into my eyes. It was mine? Okay. Whoa, we got both cats. Argent. Nice one. Hold on. We got both cats. Good catch. Hi, doo-doo. Wow, nice one. Yeah, that's the first time we've gotten both cats on stream. That's because Mom went to bed and he's like, I guess I'll have to go to bed. Nice job, Argent. All right. Cat check successful. Efficient use of channel points. Yeah, you like that? See, it's actually, I have it fully automated, so you redeem it, and the camera's on for 30 seconds, and then it turns itself off. I don't have to do anything. It's fully automated. I used Lumia for that. I've got webhooks. I'm using Touch Portal to control my stream with my phone, so it's essentially a stream deck, and I created custom buttons on my phone. So that's sitting to my right. I can do everything. I can change scenes. I can turn cameras on and off. I can go live. I can mute my mic. And then I use Lumia webhooks and I can control OBS from there. Like you can pretty much do anything if you want to waste enough time. It's pretty cool. So I had Lumia turn my camera on for 10 seconds and off, and it's hooked into channel points. It's like I made it through the Twitch channel points in Lumia, and then OBS is connected to Lumia, and I was able to select an OBS source and scene. So yeah, I just threw that together and it just worked. It's amazing. People are so much smarter than me, and I enjoy it because it makes my life easier. That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more. Let's see. Let's not pry. No, we're going to pry. What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
Yeah, I love that it's completely automated. Because I was like checking myself. I'm like, there's got to be a way. Like Rev wanted me to make it a channel point redemption, but I'm like, I don't know how. And then it just came to me. I'm like, I wonder if there's a way I can just have it timed through Lumia. And like, I just basically had to think of it. And then it was a few clicks, and it just, it was like the way it was put together just made sense enough for me to just be able to do it without. I started watching a YouTube video, and about 15 seconds into it, I saw what they were doing. I'm like, oh, I got it. And I just closed it and did it, and it worked. Yeah, it's pretty cool. When it works, when it doesn't work, that's the tricky part. And then the camera, it's an IP camera that I'm capturing with VLC media player. And then I just have a capture of VLC twice. I've got the mini version, and then I've got a full screen version. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I always say I want to keep my streams simple, and then I go and do stuff like this. But I really did want to get a stream deck, but I didn't feel like it was worth it. This app I got, Touch Portal, it's like $15. And you get like 110 buttons and like, I think unlimited number of pages of buttons. So, and I think you can do a lot with this. I just haven't messed with it a whole lot, but it was totally worth it. I'm not even going to get a Stream Deck now. It works with any iOS, like recent versions, like iOS or Android tablets or phones.
She says it quickly, like she said it 100 times to herself to get used to the idea.
You got a flood warning tonight? Really? That's still going on? Jeez. I was reading you got like 11 or like 13 inches of rain out there. It's pretty crazy. I mean, I've been out there when there was a Santa Ana winds and like the Santa Ana, whatever they call it. And man, our apartment was flooding. It was coming in under, we were on the ground floor out in California in our apartment, and the water was coming in under the sliding glass port or like patio doors. And Granddaddy was sitting in her recliner by the window, the door, and her Chromebook charger cable was plugged in, and the water was like starting to surround it. We had to call maintenance, and the guy was like, well, we can't do anything. It's the Santa Ana winds. I was like, wait, you can't do anything? And I started looking around the complex, and I see people have plastic over their patio doors and stuff. I'm like, well, what's with that? He's like, oh, we have this company come in and they put plastic up during the rainy season, and then they come back and take it down. I'm like, well, how about you do that? And he's like, okay, we can do that. I'm like, why didn't you just say that in the first place? He says he can't do anything, and they're literally doing something about it because they know it's a problem. Ugh. Stream Deck is just a tablet with very limited functionality. That's what I came to realize once I saw this app could do everything and maybe more. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Like I said, it's like 14 or 15 bucks. And then you can buy like graphic add-ons and like other functionality that's really not necessary. Like I don't need animated buttons on my phone, or, I've just made color-coded buttons for stuff. And the cool thing is you can program the state of the button, like my mic button. When I made the button, and you can add the logic to the button pretty easily. So when my mic is hot, my mic button says mic hot. And then when I tap on it, the button it'll change the text on the screen to say mic muted. So I made it so that it tells me the state of my microphone, not what I want it to be when I tap on it. So I can just glance over and see mic hot. I'm like, oh, okay, mic's on. Yeah. You're at home, you should be good. Only branches that broke this time were small ones. Yeah, eventually, the branches will just completely break off and you won't have to worry about them anymore.
Out of guilt.
Let's see, that's bad. How do you live with yourself? That's not easy to deal with. Let's go with number 2. We'll see who number 2 works for.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
So I'm a cop. What I do is right. Okay. By not remembering. That is true. I mean, 2 is true. He doesn't remember a lot of stuff. But it's probably because of the drinking. Yeah, I'll just go 2.
That would do the trick, yes.
She has almost devoured the cigarette she lit. She looks at it sadly. What happened here the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass.
Rav, cover your ears. You're not old enough to hear this.
I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. I could see. I could.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
What? I wasn't paying attention? That sounds about right.
I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened? Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate the lulls.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette, miss.
Oh.
Ooh. Double cat action again. Look at that, they're both sleeping in their beds. Both sleeping in their beds. Yeah, I mean, they're in there now, so I think they'll stay. I'm sorry this happened to you again. I mean, I am.
So am I.
She immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
Gotta lock my scroll wheel. It was starting to do that rocking thing because it's the wheel is out of balance. So if it's freewheeling, it'll do this until it settles.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said he looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
I do have to say, Stacy, this is probably not the most uplifting game. So, yeah, it's totally up to you if you want to like still hang. I certainly enjoy when you're here, but if you're not feeling so good, I can't say that this game is going to really make you feel any better. It's pretty dark. You're not really paying attention to the game, just like Rav.
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
You're trying to help a girl find her dog that was in your yard, and she's driving you nuts because you can't help if he's not here. That is true. Just point her in a direction, even if you didn't see which way the dog went. Just say like, "Oh, it went that way. It's moving pretty fast." Yeah. She's not there with you now, is she? She didn't hear that, right? Oh, Rav will just pull like, "My mom needs me," and then he'll come back at the end of the stream. And he's just probably eating some churros or something. Why didn't you run away from here? As a matter of fact, why are you here now? This is in the game, Rav. Churros? What, are you allergic to them? You don't like them?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen you before in my life. For all I know, you're an elderly Chinese woman. Hey, Kazuki, welcome back. You finally made it to a stream again. What's wrong with churros? I know, right, Stacy? I'm trying to like be nice, and Rav's all like, "Oh, you're racist." Welcome, Kazuki. Yeah, I finally made progress in the game because when I originally played this, I died 104 hours into it, and I went to Elden Ring and decided to kill stuff for a while, and I decided when I came back, I didn't want to just start up with a game that was already in progress, so that's why I was playing Portal. And then we played the Narbacular Drop. Churros? There's a Korean churro snack you can get online. Pairs great with coffee. I've never had a churro, to be honest. You haven't played Farm Sim for a few days? I have to eat gluten-free, so unless I can find gluten-free churros, but when things are subbed and they're a cultural staple, it doesn't really hit the same way. Like we make quesadillas with corn tortillas because I can't eat flour, but I'm so used to eating quesadillas with corn tortillas. It's like the soft corn tortillas. It seems right to me now, but I don't know if I've ever had a quesadilla with flour. Probably. I just don't remember. So I'm sure churros are made with wheat flour, but they might work if they're made with something else. I don't know. They always look good. What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full.
Well, I can't eat them, Rav. Yeah. I can't eat flour tortillas at all. Every time I make something with tortilla, it's got to be corn. Just joining you, making me hungry already. Yeah, sorry, it happens. It's like you can't go into a stream without food. Here, have a cup of coffee. Rav's pouring tonight. Thanks, Rav.
Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. You started the Crazy Cat Lady turned on your Do Not Disturb. Oh, yeah. We got both cats. Yeah, we got both tonight. Yeah, my new cat cam redeem brings cat cam on for 30 seconds just to see if they're there or not. A lot of the times, it's just one. Earlier today, it was just empty beds. But yeah, so my deal is if we do cat cam and they're there, I'll go full screen and we can pry on. See, that's kind of small, but if we go full screen, boom. I'm in the way. I can turn me off for a sec. Oh, sleepy heads. Charlie on the left is the older one. He's about, I don't know, he's like 15 or so. He just had a birthday. And Mingus on the right, she's a couple years younger. She's like 13 or so. This is just guessing. I'd have to pull out their paperwork, but yeah. You wouldn't think so. They still act like kittens sometimes and goof around and fight and all that. Oh, stretching time. He's got to get in position. The exact same position he was already in. Yeah. That's like laying in bed and doing like an alligator roll, to get more comfortable. And you just end up in the same spot. Now this is the content people come here for. Cats taking baths. I'm going to be famous. Oh, wow. Look at that one. If it gets a little too graphic, I'm just going to turn it off. You never know what you're going to get. Wow. This is some incredible footage. All right. That's enough of that. Before we continue, who is Ruby? That's got to be the second girl, right? That's some good cat cam right there. Yeah, I know, right? I have to set like some crazy high amount to leave it on just cat cam. And I'll just play a game in the background. Like we'll swap. It'll be like full cat cam screen. And then the game screen will be like the size of their two portraits down here with me playing. And it's just going to be giant full screen cats taking baths. You'd gladly watch that? Yeah. I kind of assume so. Yeah. I'm sure it's been done. I mean, people watch that that gorilla that spins around in a kiddie pool. So I'm sure they would watch actual live animals. Who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
What? The leader?
The leader? Of what?
Yeah, Kim, that's what I'm thinking.
The Hardy Boys.
He'd watch the cats. I'll have to come up with another redeem that like swaps the camera size. So it'll put the game down in the corner and move the cats to full screen. I thought about doing this similar type of stream, except it's you in your bed in a panda onesie. It is very similar. Mm-hmm. I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
What about a redeem that does a PNG on top of the cat cam and call it Cat in the Hat?
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her, so do the others.
Yeah, I thought about doing stuff like that to me, like putting filters on me and stuff like that. But then it's just getting more complicated, you know, which I say I'm not going to do, which means I probably will, just not today. There's always tomorrow. Just when things start breaking, it's so much harder to fix. But the good thing is, like, I had to do it all from scratch, and I know my setup very intimately. You know, I tore this whole thing down and moved it into a completely different room, plugged it all in, and it basically just worked. So, right, exactly, Kazuki. For me, I was saying earlier, it's like, oh man, I wanted to do that thing, like that, you know, some networking, and I wanted to make some new emotes, and I wanted to do this and that, and I'll do it like right before stream. And so far, so good. I've actually gotten things accomplished, but I have broken things too. Nothing major, but, you know. That's what he said about the cat camera redeem. Yeah, I did that. When did I do that? I did it. Oh, I was actually late to dinner because I was finishing it up. My daughter came. She like knocked on the office door. She's like, food is ready. I was like, okay, be there. And yeah, I think they were already like mostly done with the main course by the time I got out there. I really didn't think I was that much behind her, but apparently I was. Or she was just really hungry. I don't know. Okay, let's go on. What then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told.
Titus is not going to be happy about this. He was very tight-lipped about who Ruby was. He didn't want to give anything up. This is interesting. And she's all like, yeah, it's Ruby. Hovey, having some coffee. That's a valid reason to be late to dinner. I'll be right there. I'm setting up cat cam for stream. It's very important. But yeah, the funny thing is, like, they completely understand what I'm doing. Every day, I swear I have a list of like 4 things I want to get done. How you doing, Hovey? Welcome in. Cat cam will boost viewer engagement tenfold. So far, so good, yeah. Yeah, I put it in the title. Rav pinned it, you know. Well, you know, people, I just came back. There are a lot of people probably don't even know I'm streaming again, so it'll take a while for it to catch on. But I can't believe it. Like we're halfway through the second week, and it's almost like I never left. Everybody that's been coming in and hanging out and chatting it's made it so worth putting all the effort that I put into getting this all back together again, and I feel like even better than it was before. This isn't this the same balcony where you saved last time? Yeah, we're still in that conversation. This is like a big scene. Plus I'm talking a lot. You know, it happens. That's why we got this stall emote. Yeah. Hovey's all showered, getting some food. What's for food tonight? We had tamales and some rice and beans. And yeah, that's it.
She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
How did you destroy my people's food? Their beef tamales, and we did steam them to heat them up. They were in the corn wrappers. They went into the Instant Pot to steam, and they're very good. They come from that Misfits Market. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's this, it's a website you can go to and order food, and it's food that's not pretty. So instead of trashing it, they just sell it through this online store. Some of it's just overstocked. There's actually nothing wrong with it. It's just stores that have too much of stock and they want to get rid of it. So you have like a window of days where you can order based on whatever they have in stock. They don't always have the same stuff. It's like whatever they have, you just kind of look through and order what you want. I mean, you can order 1 apple if you want. Sometimes we just get a few things to try. We've had truffle cheese, some really good puddings. The meat is really good. And we get these tamales from them too. And they're really good. We're not going to make tamales from scratch. But Rav, to answer your question, I put sour cream and tapatio on my tamales. And the rice and beans were just, I think it was rice with red beans. What is wrong with that, Rav? What am I supposed to do? Put ketchup on them? I don't have like a tamale sauce. I put tapatio on everything. It's like Frank's Red Hot, but actually good. Salsa? Yeah, we have a salsa, but honestly, I don't think I would really like it as much. Tapatio's good. I love tapatio. You know, I I wanted to make that an emote for you. You know, like I said, I give the mods emotes because I can't really like pay anything. So I wanted you on like a bottle of Tapatio. Yeah, that emote, but like on a bottle of hot sauce. Yeah, that would be perfect. You should do that. You should make hot sauce and put that face on it. People would buy that. People would buy that. I'd buy it.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
It's one of the best emotes on Twitch. That should be a global emote. That's your like, what did you put this on?
To produce lividity, matching a hanging.
The praise that I give that emote is the main reason it's still there. How could you not love that emote? Every time you do it, I like hover over it to make it like 10x. I'm just like, man, I would never be able to come up with an emote that good. That's why I don't have any emotes of my face. Is it weird because it's your face? Yeah, I know. A lot of streamers have emotes that are just their face. I thought about actually doing that, like finding my favorite emote faces and doing them myself, but then just like using a filter to make it look drawn, you know?
Yes.
What about the one I made of you as Dora the Explorer?
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
You might still have it. Oh, that's good, I guess. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
All right, here we go. This Ruby. Where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Oh boy.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
When it happened, did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
She couldn't hear a gunshot through a window? That's kind of crazy. Like I hear gunshots all the time sitting in my living room. And these are brand new, like triple pane windows. And I can still hear rifle shots. And she didn't hear anything through well, my glass doesn't typically break though, you know, so I can hear the gunshots. But I can say one of those shots broke the glass. I may not hear the gunshot either. So it must have been a good distance away. So my guess would be it could have been a sniper rifle that was, suppressed. Most likely, I would say. And there's a building. There's that apartment building. Not the one back behind here, but like more to the side, I think. Oh, this is getting pretty intense. Did you kill Lely?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this.
There's a silence. I think it had to be asked, but I don't think she would have had him killed. But I would consider that just a pretty standard investigation question.
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Somewhere, lying around, close to her hand.
Downstairs, people have this crazy idea that you killed him. It's okay if you did it in self-defense. Can't put words in her mouth. Drugs were an integral part of your relationship. Perhaps they contributed to its end. Let's see. He must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that? Okay. I'd like you to answer some other questions. I'm going to start with 3.
What does that mean?
Do drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other. I thought Ravishal would be more enlightened about this, especially since you've taken them yourself.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance. It's not one of respect. You may want to add a clever retort to this one.
All right. Rhetoric says clever retort. 3. I do drugs to keep working, cleaning up this stuff you've created here.
I'm sorry. I withdraw what I said. I didn't mean to judge anyone.
Downstairs, people have this crazy idea that you killed him. It seems like I'm going to have to go through these anyway.
I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me.
Okay.
She's getting scared now of you, the downstairs people, all of it.
I don't know. Is she? I don't know that she is. It's okay if you did it in self-defense.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
He must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that? I don't know why we're pushing her so hard on this. I don't really think she did it. Maybe they're just trying to get her to give more info about who actually did it. I don't know.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
Okay.
Like what?
What else do we have? Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone.
She looks at her cigarette. She's got some wavering in her voice.
So they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
But maybe it did.
I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
I don't think so. Why'd you do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Kuno.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravachol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
When was the window changed?
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
She takes a drag.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
True, I can probably do that. It's in her bedroom inside.
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
I think we're done here for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
The lieutenant glances at you, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or...
We got a white check for drama. In God's name, wake up. Yeah, I guess we can go for that before we leave. We can always try it again. I don't have any points. I'm 42 out of 100. And my drama's at a 6. It's not terrible. All right, let's try that and then we'll go.
But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached. If you have doubts, just give us one example of deceit. Just one, and we will gladly change our minds.
Just a proposition. Could the lurid explicitness conceal something less sensational but more illegal? I got nothing, you're right. Wise counsel, it's silly of me to imply she's lied. I think I'm gonna go 2.
Gosh, she's so young, isn't she? She would look spectacular in a starring role. Be careful not to look too long into her soon-to-be famous face, lest it make you look like an indecisive suitor. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Yeah. All right. I guess we're done here for now. Thanks for that autosave. All right. Make Titus give up Ruby's location. Ruby was the organizer of the hanging. She's also missing, but the Hardy Boys will be tight-lipped about her location. You need to get them to open up. Have you fully explored the whirling, analyzed the site of the murder, truly and thoroughly interrogated Clausia? This all might make convincing them easier. Oh man, I don't know. I think so, but maybe not. Getting closer to the perp. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say. I still don't have my gun. I gotta see what time it is. It's only 1947. I guess we just have to go back down to Titus. It's still the same day, so... And Kim is always with me, so I don't know how I'm supposed to talk to Joyce without Kim. I don't even remember what Suna's project is. Oh, I have to do the... Yeah, I don't really remember that. Egghead puzzle. That's going to be tough. So I guess we just have to go back down to him, because can't really do anything else. Every time I check this, it's like I get nowhere. I think we just have to wait until the next day. So I guess we have to go back down to Titus. All right, we'll go back down there and I guess save. It did auto save, but I like to do a real save. Oh, let's look at the window again.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
All right, let's run our visual calculus on it.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
Oh. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking he got shot in the back. Okay.
The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Have a look at point A, prime, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from? Like this roof? I thought it came from a different building. Oh, yeah. This building. So it could have come from... Oh, it's that building over, yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but we met that guy and his kid over there. I think someone said that building was important. Maybe that was a spoiler. I don't know. That was a short ad break.
72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? A closer point. With the windows broken. That doesn't make sense.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further away? Still there.
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
Okay. More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Right. Have a look at point B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Let's look at B double prime, Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
How about B triple prime, the islet?
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer.
I don't know, the angle seems to be too great. It's got to be over here at the boardwalk. That's where we found that dead guy. With the alcohol or whatever. That we had to go tell his wife at that apartment over here, back behind the whirling in rags. I wonder if he had something to do with it. Probably not. But yeah, we'll go some full cat cam. Let's take a look at these. Look at those good cats. Yep, this is what having cats is all about. It's what they do. All right, let's continue.
The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof? In Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime, the boardwalk. B double prime lands in, B triple prime, the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
See, much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Blink. All right. Determine where the shot came from. So I've got to go check all those places for bullet and residue and whatnot. Okay. That area is kind of difficult to navigate, but whatever. We have to go over there anyway, so I think I'll wait on the whole Titus conversation and we'll go to the other side. Let's see. It's been we're over halfway through the stream. I think I'll do a little break and then we'll go do some investigating. So, yeah, I'll be back soon if anyone's going to head out. Thanks for being here. And if you're lurking, I appreciate that as well. I'll be right back. Beautiful stream footage. You're listening to Late Night Vibes Radio. I'm Death by Poopy, and I'll be your host this evening. All right, let's die. No. It's not doing any damage. Oh, he can't go in there. We're just gonna cheese it like this. He's gonna land this time, right? Almost. Next time he lands, he's toast. That's it. Mega. Alright, where is that key at? I saw it somewhere. There it is. Here we go. Finally reaching the castle and opening the prison cell, Jill meets the prince. I don't know. I just want to beat her. Got her. Nice. Okay, that worked.
I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me. All right, let's open the next door.
No, please. Please, no. Let me save. Please let me save. Okay, please, let me save.
Jeez, these guys are tough. Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's try this next door.
No, stop going indoors, please. Literally made them all from scratch and tested them all. Nothing has moved. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what cables would be bad. If there's a bad cable, it would be like the ISP's cable. You know, like... Oh my God, every time. Hey, that looks like the Ethernet cable. Yeah, I made them all. Literally made them all because I'm a nerd. Hey, we did the thing. I did it. It only took me an hour and 20 minutes. Plus, you know, however long it took me the last time. Thanks for all the GGs. Mario's adventure is over. And it faded away before I could read it. So you'll have to watch the VOD. Can't move. That's good. Now maybe we can get to the head. No. No, we can't. But that's all we can attack. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. My body and head. All right, I'm back. Let's get back to Disco Elysium. Impossible. Okay. All right. Thank you for the welcome back. I think I should try and at least get up once. You know, about halfway through. Probably a good idea. I've done my longest streams like 5-6 hours, and I don't think I got up once. Do not recommend. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks, Rav. You gonna go? There you go. Yeah, it is a good idea. I've been thinking about getting back on my fan bike / assault bike. Stop taking this medicine I'm taking. I take stuff that's supposed to help my hands from like splitting open, but I do take it and my hands are still splitting. My right middle finger is split right now, like right on the side of the first joint. I have it glued shut right now. Yeah. It's true. Time is it? 1955. There's a way, there's a map somewhere. Where's the map? In the journal? Get compression gloves? No, it's, you always have these solutions for me, but it's my body, Rev. No, you could put me in a trash compactor and it's not going to help very much. Nibble on your fingers. I've got cotton gloves and I try and put some medicine on and then some moisturizer and then I wear the cotton gloves. But it's such a pain to do. I rarely do it on stream. So the boardwalk is here. So maybe we ought to go to the fisherman shacks. Start there. See how long, maybe it'll take us long enough that we can also take care of that other thing about the gun. I don't know. We'll see. It's gotta be like 2200. It's only 1955. I don't remember how to get around here. I don't think, can we go over here? Maybe we can. It's been a while since I was over here. Oh, what's this? Wait, who's that? Hold on. Go back here.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
What about the boys? I don't know about the boys. A dead dog.
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
That is enough.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Who's this? Let's go talk to them. I don't know. Have I seen them before?
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Rosemary. All right. This guy's name is apparently Rosemary.
Does he actually know you? Or is he just shopkeep friendly?
Good question. What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Friend, do we know each other?
Sure, friend. You know it.
Huh.
Don't mind old Rosemary here. He's a buffoon. Let's have a word after your high-concept transactions. I'll give you the lowdown.
Amphetamine?
Hi. By amphetamine, I mean speed.
I thought by speed you meant amphetamine.
Hi. That's what I said.
Right, got it.
Good, my man. Now, what can I offer you?
Quite the business venture you've set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit.
All right.
Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook.
He spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
Looks like you're on your own hook, too.
Of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
He has long forgotten what you were talking about.
Why does the bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Let him speak.
You know, it's funny, actually.
He bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his Pilsner and stares at you intently.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is?
What?
Okay.
Keep him talking.
What do you mean, what? What did you think was funny earlier?
This guy.
He says and shakes his index finger at you. Where did you get the bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot on the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
That's a good tip. I should remember it.
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Have they no shame taking money for a service they provide?
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead fingers.
He gets an excited gleam in his eyes.
It's like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol.
That is true. I spent some time in pathology and we get these big jugs of ethanol, but it's difficult to get. There's a lot of paperwork involved because it has to be taxed differently because you can drink pure ethanol. So a lot of the times you get ethanol with a little bit of methanol mixed into it, and then it's not 100% pure, and it's less problems to handle it and order it. So I'm pretty sure that's what we used to use. It was ethanol with some methanol mixed in.
Two I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Don't say it.
No, not really.
So what do you want then?
His tone is aggressive. You're getting on his bad side now.
Mm-hmm.
The alcohol boiling his blood causes the agitation. It burns.
I thought about it, and you know what? I can pay 3 real for the spirits.
Finally came to your senses, buddy boy. Ain't nobody else gonna give you a price like that. Had to let life squeeze you to get that, huh?
Yes. Life squeezing spirits. Let's just make the deal already.
Sure, friend. People are just so impatient these days. So that'll be 3 real from your pocket to mine. And at this price, you're practically robbing me.
Here's the money for the spirits.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Uh-huh. He hands you the bottle. Yeah.
Son, you will not kill yourself with this. Not today. So we're going to store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
Looks like we'll be leaving with high spirits. Good one. All right, I'm off.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Yeah, hopefully not. All right, let's take a look at this. We got some blue medicinal spirit. The liquid has an unearthly blue tint. The kind that might or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark. This is 98. Can you still say point if it's a comma? I know that's like a European way of designating a point, which really is throwing me off, but I'm just going to say 98.7 pure alcohol. Keep it away from an open flame. Ooh, that's good to know. It's good to know. Okay. So we can talk to these gentlemen individually. Let's talk to Green Jacket here.
Hey, tequila!
Idiot doom spiral. A 30-something man clad in a 2-piece lycra tracksuit puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Don't shake his hand.
So what's happening?
He wipes his hand on his dirty lycra pants and picks up his beer. Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
What?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street gang.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I have re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law. I'll go with that one.
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image, a long time ago. Those days are over now.
He looks at his stained jacket with a grim expression.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Takes a sip from his beer. What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
He looks at his comrades. All right.
Please. Please don't call. Don't call.
Begs the man in the pipe, who is apparently Don't Call Abigail. All right. This just got even more strange, if that's possible.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
What is Tequila Sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. Your Tequila Sunset.
What? How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
No, you sure don't.
No.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Do I ever? Please, go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Wait, did we meet on Friday?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
He takes another sip, then continues.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk.
Maybe we did meet.
Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's totally your style. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
Please, continue.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this, we get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs. "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come, to which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things."
Wow. Okay. This is a first. Was not aware this is how it went down. But I gotta say, I kind of believe this guy. Stacy wanted to let you know, thank you for the stream. Oh, okay. Did she go? Okay. Well, thanks for passing on her words. Oh God, what happened next? Must have been quite the Friday, yeah. I mean, I didn't learn about the accident until much... We were pretty far into the game before we got that far, so I had no idea there was more to it.
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster.
She also said she wants a rave command too. I don't even know what I would do with that. Like, I mean, I could make one, but I don't know what would the application be. Why would we be raving? That is the question.
When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep.
Hovey, you want an entrance theme? Why not? I just feel like the things that I add to the stream have a purpose, I suppose. I don't make any of the decisions quickly. You know, they're all thought out. Since we're making suggestions, yeah. I think a lot about this stuff before I implement it. That's why it usually works pretty well. I can't imagine why I would make a rave command, because I feel like you would probably just spam it all the time. And, you know, the cat cam is like not very, it doesn't really interrupt all that much. But I feel like the rave thing would just, I don't know, be too disruptive. Rave, rage, what's the difference? You just lie to me and say, sure, one day. That's true. But I could have said that. It's true. The colors are different. Yeah. I mean, I can make anything. I have all the colors available to me to make them do whatever I want. Yeah, there's so much you can do with this program, but barely scratched the surface of it. Like when we get a raid, I could have it automatically switch to a completely different scene. I could have it triggering lights. I could have it triggering other sources of things. Like you can go nuts with it, but I don't know. It's not really my style. You know, I kind of want to focus on the games. That's why I'm here. I want to play these games from front to back. And, you know, try and throw some interesting things in here and there. I think we have a good balance of interesting things that we can incorporate and, you know, actual gameplay. Some nights are busier than others. It gets slow. Some nights chat doesn't stop. But, you know, I'm still playing the game. It was a joke, but at the same time, if you wanted to. I mean, you've mentioned rave several times before. You know? Yeah, I mean, I made the coffee command. I love coffee. So, you know, to me, there's, you know, I can relate to it a little bit. Cat cam, everybody loves cats. And since I'm not out there with them anymore, I used to show them on camera all the time. But I can't do that easily from in here until, you know, I implemented the cat cam, wireless cat cam. So, you know, if I can figure out a way to make rave make sense, maybe we can have a rave. How about that?
In this way, you and your motor carriage have a lot in common.
How will I show off my pacifiers? Rav just wants some wild parties. That is true. But you know, wild parties typically don't happen at home. So Rav, you've got to go out and find those wild parties. But make sure you're back in time for my stream. Don't get any ideas.
Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to.
We partied with these guys.
We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Technically, I've been to house parties when I was younger. Yeah, I've been to house parties too. And now I would want absolutely nothing to do with that. This is perfect. Me and a game and some chat. I'm good. I don't need a house party. And I can't even imagine why I wanted to go to parties in the first place, because I don't know, maybe I used to like to be social. I suppose. I did have a lot of people I hung out with all the time. Find a nice lady, have fun with a nice lady. Tell the nice lady that you have to go back home in time for Logic stream. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. I really like you, but I have to go watch somebody play video games. Oh, are you going to play with them too? No, I'm just going to sit there and watch them. And sometimes type messages into the chat. Oh. Well, can I come? No. No, this is something I need to do alone. Yeah. So, bye. Kind of go like that, maybe? I don't know. You're married with a child. Leave them. You're awkward, but you want one in your mid-20s and you're so awkward. Yeah, it depended on if it was people that if I knew everybody, it wasn't very awkward, but I went out to when I was a little bit older and moved away to go to school, and I went to clubs and stuff like that. That was more awkward. Because I went to a club with a friend of mine one time, and we went to go see a DJ that was actually from an electronic group that we liked. And we drove like hours to go there. And it was a bar, like a goth bar. And we got there and I was standing. I think my friend went to go talk to the DJ because he was kind of like on a break. Maybe it was after the music. There was a break and he was talking to him, but while the music was going, I was standing. I remember leaning up against the wall at the edge of the dance floor, like just kind of watching him in his booth, and the music was going and people are all over the dance floor. It's crazy in there. And I remember this girl coming up to me and she was like asking me to dance. And I think we were probably dressed up too, like in our goth stuff. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm just listening to the music. Which is true. I was. And she was just kind of like, okay. And she went away. And I was just like, I'm here for the music. I don't really, I have no interest. And I wasn't single either. So, but you can listen to the music while dancing. That is true, but I didn't want to. I'm not really into dancing. Is that when you were with Sparkles? Oh yeah, we've been together since high school, so that was we were at that point we were probably already together for like 3 years or so. Since you stopped drinking, people look at you weird. Tell you about the time the coworkers took you to West Hollywood for Taco Tuesday and then to some gay clubs. I don't think so. But it is true. You can listen to music while dancing. I just wanted to listen to the music. I didn't know what her intentions were, and I just wanted to, not even entertain any of that. Hovey's dancing is like bumping and grinding. Maybe that's what I was concerned about. I wasn't all about bumping and grinding. I was happy just to be there to hear the DJ. Yeah. I mean, it was a great time. I enjoyed it. And I didn't dance. Even the funny thing is, it's like very danceable music. That's probably why she was like, who just stands here and listens to a DJ? But could do stumping and jumping. All right. So maybe that was like a turning point for me where like I didn't really want to party anymore. I was just trying to enjoy, the music. I mean, but we had a couple drinks here and there, but it was all about the music. Oh, stomping. I thought maybe stumping was a Finnish thing. I don't know. So is Tequila Sunset an event or a name? That is a great question. It seems like it's my name.
I'm not sure. I think you were the event. Tequila Sunset. As opposed to a tequila sunrise, which is long gone.
Oh, that's an interesting take on it. Let's see what Rav's story is. It was crazy. I met a girl who came along from another place, danced with her in a club where they were literally showing guy-on-guy porn. I was like, yo, WTF. A drunk coworker guy who was straight leaned back against where a guy dancer in a G-string was dancing and got peen slapped on the cheek. Okay. This is why you stay on a professional level with your coworkers. They're nothing but trouble. Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting night out, for sure. It tops everything that I've ever experienced, for sure. Well, Tequila Sunset, huh? That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women.
You got the girl's number, but it didn't turn into anything. Sounds like Rav got the police academy experience in real life. Even though you had a rough life, there are some memories there. Hey, your life's not over. Time to make more memories. When are you going to play some Disco Elysium? You can make that memory. You know, that part was rough. From now on, smooth sailing. Boys' night out in Fortnite? Yeah. Someday. I gotta get that new controller though. I need to know my controller's gonna work, you know? Sony really dropped the ball on the PS5. The whole coil whine issue and then these crappy controllers they put out. Now I read all the time, a lot of the people that don't experience the drift automatically assume that you're abusing the controller. I can tell you from my experience with my controller, I make everybody wash their hands before they touch any of the controllers, and nobody throws them or rages with them. I beat a few games with my controller. Maybe 5 total games before it started spinning 360 degrees. Gotta stay in control. Yeah, I just want a controller that's going to work like through the entire game. I stopped playing Elden Ring because I just can't deal with it. The controller's just trash.
How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
I lost some morale. Get out of here. Event Horizon. I heard that in there. Man, that is like one of my favorite movies. If you've not seen Event Horizon, just close my stream right now and go watch it. It'll be okay. Love that movie. And I heard there was actually cut footage from it that was lost. And I'd love to know what that was. I think the movie was supposed to be even more intense and crazy than what was released, but the footage was lost. Maybe, Rav, you probably know more about that. Do you know what the lost footage was from Event Horizon? Does anybody know?
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, right, Kim?
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
Yeah.
If you only knew.
Yeah. Did I tell you anything specific about this person? Yeah, I think there was lost footage that was cut from Event Horizon, and I don't know what we know about it. I read that somewhere. Doggo's crying? Okay.
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Oh, Rosemary.
Abigail.
What in the world is this guy's problem?
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
That is true. Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy.
Okay.
In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
True. Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
Okay.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
Yeah.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Did we talk about politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
He takes a long sip of beer. Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You said being a cop was real boring and that there was no reason to talk about it.
He shrugs.
You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temple, saying, boring, boring, boring.
I don't need to hear any more.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yes. Want to tell me how you became an idiot doom spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
Oh,
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar. You might get scammed here.
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old idiot doom spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
Do I have... Oh, I can't look. I've got some sweet Commodore Red.
Classy.
He snatches the bottle and pushes the cork in through the bottleneck. All right.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
One of the other bums interjects.
Don't call Abigail.
Ah, yes.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm.
Go on.
I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Wait, how many people did you have working for you?
22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
He says, thoughtfully, brushing dust off his stained pants.
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
He shakes the bottle and makes a ringing sound.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see. At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet are we talking exactly?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard.
There's a trace of derision in his voice.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
Say nothing.
Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
All right, what happened next?
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
He pauses meaningfully.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
He pinches his thigh as if to check whether this reality is the reality.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
Wait, is that it? I feel like there are some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
See, I'm almost homeless myself. Doesn't seem so bad. Look on the bright side. You've got one hell of a story. You do realize, oh, this is your own fault. That is true. There's this black point in the world, a hole. It's already claimed an entire commercial area. Maybe you're another one of its victims.
This would explain a lot. I always believed it wasn't my fault that I ended up homeless on the beach with these two bums.
He looks at his partners with a glint of sadness.
God bless them, though. I'd be alone without them. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit?
Oh, it's lycra. It's not lycra.
I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What was the name of your agency?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
He looks toward the bay.
Sounds intriguing. What say you, Art Cop? If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
See, mixing oil painting and breast to make ads isn't high art. It's just cynical wankery.
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising.
Yeah, but let the marketing sorted out. No need for me to regulate this stuff.
That's what's so cool about advertising. It's kind of like art, except you can also get fucking rich doing it.
What's up with the tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material.
The man extends his arm.
You really shouldn't touch it.
I'll just admire it from afar, thanks.
That might be the right idea. This here is one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly. Can't get it anymore. It was too primo, even for Grodd.
By primo, he means possibly carcinogenic. Lycra, TM, was a synthetic fabric developed by manufacturers in the middle 40s. Notable mainly for the swishy sound it makes as the wearer passes by.
Okay.
It's also known to become extremely itchy if not properly cared for.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosemary. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime.
Welcome back, Rav. Can't say you really missed anything of I mean, you missed a story, but, you know, it's a Disco Elysium story, so it's pretty far out there. This guy's pretty interesting, though. I like his portrait. I really like all of the portraits. Just, this game has amazing artwork. What's the story again? Which one? What about the other drunks?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, tequila! You want to buy some speed?
The main story? Oh, we're trying to solve a murder. The talking to that woman was part of the main story. This is like, I don't know, this is maybe more side stuff, but maybe not as well, because we do need to talk to people to get our gun back. But ultimately, you know, we're trying to solve a murder. And now we know a lot more about it. You know, the guy was dead before he was hung. We didn't know that at all before.
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
Yeah.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
What's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
Wait, you're asking a police officer to help find a jacket you stole and then lost. It reminds me that there's a clip from like Cops or something where the woman she called the cops because this other woman stole her drugs. The cop's like, "Are you serious?" You remember? I'm sure you've seen that clip. People really are that dumb. Okay, sure. Where'd you lose it?
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market.
Why are those all the places that I have to look for bullet residue?
Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you something else.
I'm all ears, Tequila.
Oh man, I don't know if I'm really in the mood for more stories. Be seeing you.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
Find Idiot Doom Spiral's jacket. Let's see, somewhere around the boardwalk. Maybe at the abandoned fish market. We have to go there anyway. Confront the pigs and get your gun back. I don't know. Can we talk to Abigail?
Don't call Abigail.
Yeah, let's see. Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who's Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Who are you? What's your name?
Don't call Abigail!
His eyes move around erratically, then look in them hazy and unfocused. Where am I? What is this place?
The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Why shouldn't I call Abigail?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
Lean in.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
His breath smells harsh, like a toxic swamp, as he whispers to you. He then waves his hand, as if shooing you away. Tell me about your friends.
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me? Abigail?
His voice trembles with every word, becoming ever weaker. He whimpers in the end. I just walk away.
Don't call Abigail.
He whimpers softly, his voice trailing off into nothingness. All right. So we can't go any farther. Let's see. I might have to look at the map and see about where I am. I don't remember how to get to the boardwalk. I don't even know where I am right now. Not sure. Somewhere over here, I guess. Maybe this is what I couldn't walk up. I'm on Twitch. What? What do you mean? You mean like streaming? No, I'm not. I don't know. Can we go this way? I know I've been through here. Can I go? Can't go that way. All right. Should I go up there or just keep going this way? I don't know. Oh, maybe I should go up there. This map is not very helpful. So, where am I? Maybe I'm over here? I don't know. This is where we were talking to that guy and his son, I think. Let's see, is there anything new? Oh, there's something going on the roof there. But I don't know how I would get up there. Oh, is there a door? Oh, is this like a ladder? No, it's nothing I can interact with. I can't go that way. Let's go back. Let's see what I can figure out in the next 10 minutes or so. That's about what I got left. There's a lot more game left than I realized. It's probably going to take at least the rest of the week. Because I have a Darkest Dungeon all ready to go. I thought maybe we were going to get to it soon. This is where we found the guy. That doesn't go anywhere. Okay. How in the world do we get up top? Oh wait, is this the jacket? Oh wait, didn't we leave? We found something but we left it. Oh, here's his jacket. Okay. Filthy Rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull poop and abnormally stiff from God knows what natural processes. You can't even tell what brand it is. That's gotta be it. Maybe we can just quick get that back to him and actually accomplish something over here. Are you doing side quests? I think that's what I'm doing now. I'm not sure this really has anything to do with my main quest, but the information that you get from the side quest might be useful for the main quest, but honestly, I don't know. Oh, what's this? Because I think, like, main quest is, like, determine where the shot came from, make Titus give up Ruby's location. Maybe my gun? I don't know how much of this is side quest stuff. I think the numbers for the armor are also probably main quest. Yeah. I'm trying to do as much as possible because, you know, I don't really replay games, so I want to see as much of this game as possible. I can't believe how big this game is. I expected it to be, I don't know, over in like a week at most with the amount of streaming I can do, but there's so much going on here. Alright, let's see if we can just give his jacket back, and then maybe that'll take us to the end for tonight. I am so hungry.
Tequila sunset.
I found your jacket.
Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man.
Give him the jacket.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, Or find a dumpster to burn it in.
Oh, I guess we got it back.
Despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
Oh boy. Wash the dirty jacket. How in the world am I supposed to do that? Maybe that woman... Who's that woman I'm staying? Maybe she can do something about it. She was doing something with clothing. Maybe.
The old woman still sits in her chair, continuing with her chores. As she does so, she quietly hums to herself. The buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of the ocean waves at night. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
You're still up?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older.
She sloshes the water in the bucket around for a bit. Yes.
My suggestion is, don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind?
What is the song you're humming?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
What is it called?
Surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Yeah, but most children's stories are pretty grim, so, I mean... Sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
That is true.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do.
All right.
Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
Goodbye, I'm off. All right. All right, it worked out. That's what I was thinking. I thought she could probably help me out. So this is the jacket. We get 1 pain threshold, 1 half-light. But do we give it back now or do we keep it? We could keep it. It's probably not going to like make or break the game. I think I'd rather complete the quest than keep another item.
Tequila Sunset.
Okay, here is your jacket, fresh washed.
My jacket?
Yeah, the one you had me clean the seagull poop off of?
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
So you're saying this isn't your jacket?
Faun? That's medium concept stuff, not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's fucking with your head.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling it. It's neurological.
Your loss. I'm keeping the jacket for myself.
That shit is so medium concept, I wouldn't touch it with a stick. But yeah, okay. I'm sure it looks great on you.
Right.
It's an okay jacket, if you are into that look.
Yeah.
Okay, let's step aside for a second. I have something I want to talk about.
Oh. Kim wants to talk. Hold on. We got a new skill point. All right, we're going to sit on that until we need it. And I guess that completes. Yeah, okay, we completed that. He didn't want it, so we kept it. Now we got a jacket. Okay, I'll take it. And just real quick, it's 21:34, so we're getting close to us needing to be around here to get our gun back. We still don't have our gun, but we need to talk to Kim. But it's also time to save the game. Yeah, all right, we're saved. All right. That's going to be it for me. This Wednesday stream is coming to an end, but we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. 10 p.m. Eastern with more Disco Elysium. I'd like to say I feel like we're getting close to the end, but I don't think I can say that. There's quite a list left in my notebook that we need to take care of. I'm not sure if you made progress, but you got a stolen old jacket. We did. We actually made progress. We made really good progress. Most of it, I think, was toward the end of the last stream, but we made a lot of progress tonight too. And we're going to keep going with it. I know you can't wait to come back and watch more Disco Elysium, Rav. But yeah, I'm out of here. I got to go find something to eat. Even though I'm tired, I'm more hungry than tired. Yeah, definitely. It's too late for coffee, but you enjoy that. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here, all you lurkers. Thanks, Rav. Thanks, Hovey, Stacy. All right, and Brahms. Brahms was sneaking in here a little bit. Yeah. All right, see you all next time. Good night.